Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. Today we have the Sun sextile Saturn, and it really starts the week off with opportunity. Sextiles always offer opportunities. It's about socializing, it's about contacts, it's about being around people whose company we enjoy. It's a sort of a good sextile because it's the last harmonious aspect really the Sun will make before on the new moon on Thursday, its opposition to Uranus. So we might need some support later on in the week. We might be glad that we've done some groundwork today and that we've tried to organise things for ourselves quite early on. Sextiles are also connected with ease, they're connected with flow, and events that have happened today probably run smoothly. It's a kind of it sort of smooths the way, a sextile, and particularly because the Sun is about organising things. It's about the core business, it's about the centre of things, and Saturn is about structures a bit more long term. On Tuesday, Mercury enters Scorpio, so the whole tone of dialogue will change. It becomes much more to the point, whereas Mercury in Libra can be involved with niceties and prettying things up and can talk very soft and sweetly. Mercury in Scorpio is sharp. It's very sensitive to body language. It picks up energy from all sorts of invisible sources. It notices everything, where the intonation is changed in a sentence. Mercury in Scorpio also likes to find out the truth for itself. It's not really influenced so much by what others have to say. Scorpio is very much about finding one's own path and making one's own decisions, and the whole tone of dialogue in the collective becomes less, the words that we use are less pretty, if you like, but the message is very clear and it becomes much sharper. So it's, in a way, it's very much what you see is what you get. It's not going to pretty anything up. On Wednesday, it's interesting, we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter. You know, this is the higher and the lower mind really coming together. And I was looking ahead for the week, and I see that there's quite a lot of important meetings taking place on Wednesday between the top business leaders of the EU, the decision makers, global regulators, and they're going to be looking at the financial sector, the macroeconomic environment. So this is also Brexit negotiations are now going into a much more critical phase in a way. So this Mercury conjunct Jupiter, I expect on Wednesday that we will, certainly, or early Thursday in the newspapers, we'll be reading a lot about what happened on Wednesday. That these talks are difficult but also constructive is very clear when we look at the new moon in Libra on Thursday. That new moon is opposite Uranus, though the opposition is literally just minutes before the actual new moon. So this is a kind of a situation where you can get bust-ups, you can get flare-ups, you can get people not wanting to cooperate, people who prefer to do it themselves, to find their own way, whereas the Sun Moon Libra really suggests a new start, a new beginning, a new maybe a new edge to the negotiations, if you like, if you have deals with people that you're trying to pull off. And it's maybe as well being assisted now by Mercury in Scorpio. It's like saying, look, let's just, cut all the small talk now and let's put the cards on the table. What do you want? And it's a very sort of direct sort of energy with Mercury in Scorpio, and that new moon can profit from that, because that honesty can really bring forward the negotiations. And Libra is, of course, about trying to find compromises and about trying to pull things together in a harmonious way. And then on Sunday, we see Mars moving into Libra. Mars in Libra can be laid back. It's not an argumentative position for Mars. It's also not a very foisty, angry or headstrong position for Mars. This again, Mars in Libra is very much about fighting its corner through diplomacy, through good arguments, through persuasiveness, but then always with Mars, there will be energy there. There will be some force behind those arguments. It's male energy. It's going to want to forge ahead. Mars is in Libra. Libra, of course, has Venus. Venus is in Libra at the moment. So Mars is ruled by this very beautiful Venus. So there is this really increases the whole strength of that new moon to bring about a new start in a certain area. So look where that new moon falls in your horoscope, because that is a very productive area now. If you really want to compromise, if you're willing to give some ground, and if you're willing to really enter into a proper discussion about what's happening. Okay, thank you for listening. Have a great week. Bye.